Hey guys, I'm Jay Tyler. In this week's video, I'm going to show you how to set a Pontic. There's been some interest in that, and I'm going to show you an old tried and true method that I learned from a denture technician many years ago. And if you don't know it, you're going to love it. So anyway, we'll get into that in a minute. But first, I want to give you an update on my website. I've got two products now. I've got my 6 DVD training program, my course, and now I mentioned this last time, I've got my Essex retainer construction video, and it's a single disc. And it tells you what you need to know to make Essex retainers. This is for beginners. If you don't know how to make an Essex retainer, or if you've got somebody on your staff or in your office who you would like to train to make Essex retainers, that's what I made this for. It's 47 minutes long. It goes step by step through every detail about making Essex retainers. Anyway, I'm listing this for 29 bucks, but my website has these promotional code things, and I'm playing with those. I'm having a lot of fun. And you can turn the date on where the promo starts and then turn it off when it ends. So this week, and this week only, I've got this listed for 19 bucks, so you can save $10 if you use the promo code. And I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. But first, let's go in the lab and let's set a Pontic. Here's the model we're going to use, and here's the Pontic. Now, that's really not missing number 9. I just took number 9 out of the model just for this video, and I made a saddle area, just carved it out with my knife. Now, this Pontic is close to the size of that tooth, maybe just a little bit wider, and if I put it here beside it like this, you can see the crown of it is about the same length. So what we're going to do is cut the collar off, and we're going to make it fit into this space. Now the space, you notice over here the patient's got a little diastema between the lateral and the cuspid, and we got plenty of room for it to pass through here, so we'll have a little diastema there. So I'm going to butt this thing up against the mesial surface of the central of number 8. And you notice the model's got some little bubble action going on there, a little bubble up here and some bubbles down here. That's really not going to matter for what we're doing here. So the problem is, how do you get this Pontic to go in here? Well, first I'm going to take a burr. This is just a little egg-shaped burr, and I'm going to cut the collar off. It's going to be my first step. Okay, that's going to make it about the same length then, the crown. Close. Okay, now, so how do I get that in there? Well, if you've never done this before, you're going to find this really cool. You take a pencil. It can be any kind of pencil. I've got a variety here in case I break a lid, or it can be one of these. It doesn't matter what size, just as long as the pencil mark will transfer over to the plastic, and I'll show you how that works. So I'm just going to take the pencil and just mark the entire saddle area. Real good marks down into here. You can just go all over with it. And then what I do is I take the Pontic and I put it in the saddle area, and I just kind of rock it a little bit, move it a little bit, and this will transfer a mark or 2 or 3 over. So you can see that mark right there. I'm just going to cut the mark off. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Okay, that didn't do much, so I'm going to get some more pencil mark on here. Put the Pontic in there again. Rock it a little bit. Now see, I'm just pushing it where I want it to go. Okay, now you can see I've got several little marks here. So I'm going to cut the marks off. Okay, let's do it again. Just back and forth. I'm going to put my thumb back here and just let it rest in there and see how it's coming along. So we've still got a ways to go, so let me put some more pencil mark in there. Okay. All right. So we'll cut this. see it's starting to fit in there. A little bit more. All we're doing is cutting off the high spots. So it's starting to fit neatly. A little more pencil mark, rubbing it all off. A little more. That's really starting to fit nicely. Okay, it's starting to get there. Now the tooth's still a little long, so I'm going to round this off some. Whoa! I just dropped my tooth. Okay, I'm going to pause and come back. I'll be on the floor a while. All right, I'm back. That only took half an hour. Things hit the floor and just run off and hide. It's amazing. So I'm just cutting this collar off a little bit, hanging on to it for dear life. Just trying to get the clinical crown the same length as the tooth adjacent to it. Still a little bit long. Okay, that's about the right height. Now, let's make it fit in that saddle. That should be getting close. Ha! Need some wax or something to hold it into place. Well, still got some more to cut off. It's hard to hold it and then turn it toward the camera where you can see it without it falling out. Okay, that's about the best I can do. But you get the point where you just keep cutting the high spots off, and then it'll eventually just settle right into that saddle area, and it'll just fit real nicely and neatly. You can see on the lingual side there. And then you just prepare the lingual side for if it's going to be an Essex retainer. Oh, there we go. If it's going to be an Essex retainer, you trim it one way. If you're going to put it into a Holly type retainer, you do it another way. So I show how to put it in an Essex retainer. I've got a video on that. Just look down the playlist, you'll find that. I haven't done it on the Holly retainer. Maybe I'll do that coming up here soon. So anyway, that's it on how to set a Pontic, and we'll see you next week. Oh, almost forgot the promotional code. I could have put a graphic on for this, but I thought it'd be more fun just to write it down. The promo code for the DVD I showed you about at the beginning of this. If you just type in Essex, ESSIX, when it prompts you to, you'll save $10 and you can get that for $19. All right, I'll see you next week.